Just how good was Daniel Negreanu in his prime? Well, imagine you're sitting at the poker table, holding a beautiful little set of fives, and your opponent has just gone all in. Not a bad spot, right? Well, what if they look directly at you and say this?
He had fives?
Prime Negreanu was different. And in this video, we're going to show you some of his best reads, calls, and bluffs. So stick around as we've saved the best till last. It's 2006 and we're at the World Poker Tour at the Bellagio, where Daniel's about to use some serious poker magic here at the table. The action kicks off with Ed making an early raise with his 7-8 suited. Mads, still sitting on solid pocket pair, comes over the top with an aggressive re-raise. Negreanu plays it cool and chooses to flat call, keeping his intentions hidden.
Remember, the pot was raised, re-raised, and called.
Jim Hanna folds the same hand as Daniel, while Ed decides to join the fun, creating a massive pot. The flop lands Queen-Queen-10 and leaves Negreanu with a potential straight draw. Ed checks with his weak hand, and so does Mads. While Daniel, despite holding 2 high cards and a chance to make a straight, stays patient and checks as well. The turn brings the 4 of hearts, and now things are about to get crazy.
Come on.
EBJ with the 8-7 of black cards is gonna move in here for $1 million.
An absolute zip and pip.
Mads quickly folds, leaving the decision to Negreanu. True to his style, Kid Poker starts asking questions, trying to piece together the story. After a long pause and some classic showmanship, he finally pulls the move everyone's been waiting for.
I'm definitely beat. But I have outs, maybe. It's only $1 million.
Oh no,
Wow.
he's doing it!
What a call by Daniel Negreanu.
Beautiful.
And that thud you just heard, folks, with EBJ's heart hitting the floor.
He's got an 8 high? Oh, I can beat that.
Now, let's see this river card.
Well, the 6 hearts comes off. Daniel makes the flush and takes down the pot.
That call was a perfect example of Daniel's psychic ability to detect a bluff, but there's much more to Kid Poker than just his reading ability, as you'll see in this next hand. In this particular hand, it's Mark Robel facing off against Daniel Negreanu, but it's about to get spicy.
Daniel trying to chase that spade.
The turn, the 10 of diamonds, Robel picks up a straight draw.
Daniel misses.
Action on Negreanu.
Daniel has a flush draw, but Robel's got the pocket rockets. Kid Poker throws down an 8.5K bet, hoping to see a spade on the river.
This is a donk bet bluff. He knows Robel is tight, and Andrew knows Daniel is loose, so top pair, decent kicker, and a gut shot might all just be too much to get away from for Andrew.
Robel calls.
We all know Robel's tight rep. Daniel can't like that call unless he sees a spade.
Which he doesn't. 10 of hearts on the river.
He completely misses his draw, but do you really think that's going to stop him from trying to take down this pot?
Action on Negreanu. That's 18-5.
3-10s is a tough bluff to pull off, so Daniel is most likely trying to rep a big ace or maybe a straight.
Robel goes deep in the tank for this one, and Tony G completely loses his cool.
I'm going to walk out. If these guys are going to come here, waste my time, I'm going to walk out of the game. It's a joke. F***ing hell, he's thinking 20 minutes every f***ing hand he's playing. F***ing nit.
Finally, Andrew folds, and Daniel reveals his bluff with a big grin.
After all that, he finally threw it away. I mean, I had a 6, but
Daniel shows the bluff.
You qualified.
I was so happy you called the clock, Tony. High five for the assist there, just in case.
Would like to take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke.
Now, we're at the 2007 World Series of Poker, and Daniel's facing up against Danish poker pro Gus Hansen. Daniel looks down at suited 8-7, while Gus picks up pocket aces. It looks good for Gus, but the poker gods have something else in store for him. He fires out a hefty raise.
Just Daniel left. Will he make the call? He does indeed, and we're going to see a flop. There's sweet music for Gus Hansen.
And what a great flop for Gus Hansen. He flops 3 aces, but Daniel Negreanu has a flush draw. You could see some fireworks here.
Both checked, and now Daniel makes his flush.
Daniel fires out a 9.6K bet, and after a bit of thought, Hansen makes the call.
Daniel's got to be a little suspicious, like what in the world could he be up against here?
Daniel now 100% on this one.
Now, this is a tough spot for Gus. It's almost hard to watch.
Tough decision for Gus Hansen, but he's probably going to have to pay Daniel Negreanu off here.
Probably anybody else in the world I'll raise.
Got a flush.
Wow.
Pretty sick.
Now in this session of Heads Up, both players are bringing their A game. Daniel starts off by saying,
We should make a no bluffing rule. Or we should make a rule where if you bluff, you have to show. That way I get to see all your hands.
things are friendly and lighthearted between these two players, but that won't last. Daniel picks up pocket kings and raises, sticking to his signature small bet size.
He raises to 2,400.
24? 6,000.
10-8 for Dario. He raises to 6,000.
Dario, ever fearless, re-raises with a 10-8 offsuit. The flop brings a queen-high rainbow board, and Dario tries to float, hoping to steal the pot later. But Daniel keeps the pressure on. But after the turn, the fireworks begin.
I'm all in.
Dario goes all in, and Daniel quickly calls.
It's a bluff.
Okay.
4 outs for me.
Minieri had an opportunity to reevaluate the game plan in this hand after Daniel bet 8,500, but he stuck to it. Now it could cost him the match.
Any 9.
Good luck.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Dario at risk. Down to the river.
Here's the river.
Go.
That 8 means Negreanu takes the match and a position in the round of 16.
Kid Poker shows once again why he's a master of the game at the 2006 World Poker Tour World Poker Open in Tunica, Mississippi. In this hand, he's up against the lively as ever Scotty Nguyen, who in the previous 2 hands has gone all in against a king-8 of clubs. And what happens next is a little absurd.
Damn, I still get 400,000. That's a lot of dime, baby.
Now Scotty looks down at ace high, and he's going to move in with it.
Call that, you don't like no money.
And we're around to Daniel
You wouldn't believe my
Negreanu.
first sweat. You wouldn't believe the first card I sweat.
Call that, he don't like no money.
Same one that's been the king of clubs.
Well, look at this. Can you believe this,
Wait a
Vince?
second.
That's the 3rd consecutive time Scotty Nguyen's moved all in, and the 3rd time his opponent has picked up king-8 of clubs.
This is too bizarre.
It's all good, baby. Please call. Please call.
Daniel just can't believe he's seeing the same hand as we can.
300.
Is that even possible?
Yes, it is. But the odds of the same exact hand appearing in 3 consecutive hands is 1 in 2,331,473,976. No wonder Daniel's confused. Eventually, he calls Scotty's crazy bet and we go to a flop.
Well, here comes the flop. Oh, king 8-5.
King 8.
Daniel has flopped the top 2 pair. Scotty has flopped bottom pair.
Just painful there for Scotty Nguyen.
Well, you see the look on Scotty's face.
He still has a smile on his face, but Scotty's hurting. The turn doesn't help, and now it's all on the river.
He is going to drown unless it's an ace or a 5 right here and go out in 4th place.
Can he pull off the miracle? No, he's not going to do it.
7 of spades comes off. So the popular Scotty Nguyen is going to go out again in 4th place.
The one moment in the 2010 European Poker Tour, or EPT, London main event shows exactly why Daniel Negreanu is a legend of the poker world. The hand starts with Shlomi making a huge pre-flop raise with his pocket kings. Daniel, though, holding a weaker hand, decides to call and keep things interesting. The blinds fold and the flop comes down.
No 6 for Boniardi, but a 9 high flop could get Daniel in trouble here.
The board's 9 high. It gives Daniel top pair, but Shlomi is still ahead with his kings. He wastes no time and fires a continuation bet. Daniel takes a moment to think. He should probably fold, but he makes the call.
He does make the call.
A big pot is brewing.
No real threat out there to Shlomi's kings.
The turn doesn't change much, and Shlomi bets again. Daniel's deep in the tank here, but he refuses to back off, and he calls once more. The river comes, and still nothing changes. Shlomi bets again, but they don't call him Kid Poker for nothing.
Daniel is determined Angel's small river bet is a value hand that Kid Poker can't beat. Although it's hard for him to rep a hand, he's bumping it up.
You got aces or kings? Can I say that, or is that illegal? Heads up. I can say what he has, but not what I have. Okay. I'm thinking aces or kings.
You think right.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
And Shlomi's now thinking, if you've read me for aces or kings, surely you can beat aces or kings. I have to fold.
If I show one, do I have to show all? Okay. I can show one? I can show one if I want to? I don't feel like it. I don't have a good one to show.
Not only can he read your mind, but he's stone cold. Prime Daniel Negreanu really was something else. But if you thought that was amazing, then you're in for a treat. It's the European Poker Tour Grand Final in Monte Carlo. The GOAT himself is facing off against Alec Torelli, a well-respected poker pro. The hand starts with a ton of action, and we have 5 players going to the flop.
Yeah, everyone's pretty justified making this call. Pot odds kept getting better and better.
Queen 5 deuce with 2 clubs, a set of 5s for Torelli.
Meanwhile, Daniel has nothing but ace high and a backdoor flush draw, but that doesn't stop him.
He has ace high and a backdoor club draw, and he bets 1,150.
Over half pot into 4 opponents, this bet should come free with a drink at the bar because it is a little nuts.
Alec raises and everyone else folds, but Daniel, he calls with absolutely nothing. This guy really does play fearlessly.
Daniel's now put in 25% of his stack with no pair and no draw. He's going to need more runners than the New York Marathon.
The turn is the jack of clubs. Daniel now has the second pair and a flush draw. He fires again, putting even more chips on the line. Alec flat calls. We go to the river, and it's all about to pop off.
It's the ace of diamonds giving Daniel 2 pair. And he moves all in. We could be about to lose Daniel Negreanu.
Alec's in a tough spot here. His set of 5s looks strong, but Daniel's play screams he's got something even better.
It's really hard to be bluffing.
That part's true.
You're special, though.
That's what I've been told.
Alec is getting almost 3-1.
He had 5s?
Ding!
And he lays it down! He folds the set!
Show like a red 9 and you're my hero.
I'll show you one card. That's good. Let's see.
King of clubs.
Wow. What a card, right?
Being the gentleman that he is, Daniel shows the ace of clubs to Torelli after that high IQ play. So if you enjoyed the amazing bluffs, reads, and calls in this video, then you'll be sure to love this video right here. We only put the best of the best, the most unbelievable moments the poker world has ever seen. If that sounds like a bit of you, you can check them out right here.